Hi Steve, it's Darren Lord from Conversion House. I'm just at your website doing your conversion analysis for you of your website, simsdesigns.com or stevesims.com. First thing I notice when I come to your site is it's very well designed, but you being a website designer, I wouldn't really expect anything less. You've got a lot of content on the page, so your page just keeps scrolling down, which is really good. When people come to a website, you know yourself, people have got a lack of attention, a small attention span on the internet, and they want everything they expect there. People are lazy. They don't want to have to click through to other pages to find what they want. If you're going to be selling people from this home page of yours, you do need to have as much information as possible on this page, and making the page longer rather than the website bigger is generally the good way to go. You probably know that already, which is how you've come about doing it this way. Your page looks very good. One thing that does in most instances cause a problem with conversions is these image sliders, the rotating images. I'm not really sure why, but generally, if you replace these with a static image, so if you can just pick one of these images and have that static on the site, you will have higher conversions. Having said that, most sites, I believe the problem with most of these image sliders is that they slide too fast. Yours are a lot slower, so that may help. This section here, when people come to your website, this above the fold section is the most important section of the website. You've got to grab people's attention, give them a reason to keep reading. So your customers are going to be coming here probably from your SEO efforts. They've typed in one of your keywords, custom website designer, something like that, and they've come from Google, and they're looking for a business website. So they're going to expect something here that that aligns with that. Now, this image that you've got here at the moment is quite good. We create custom-built websites. If you can try and turn the copy round to talk about the customer rather than yourself, you will get, in most cases, you'll get an increase in conversion. As with everything that I'm saying to you, this is just my opinion based on best practices and experience. You need to, everything needs to be tested with, you can use Google Analytics content experiments just to set up, to test this page against a modification, and test every change just so you can prove that everything that you're testing is moving you in the right direction, or even if it isn't, then you go back to the original and it doesn't cost you anything. Quite often I find that my clients, people that are getting these videos done, they will listen to everything I say, they'll go and change everything on their site, and then sometimes they get results, but they're not really sure which element worked, and some of them may not. The best practices only work as a rule, and every website and every target market is slightly different. So apologies if you're already split testing everything you do, but quite a lot of people aren't. So I have to try and get that across to people. Again here, your copy is talking about, I think it's quite good, but you're talking about yourself a bit more, and unfortunately people, your website visitors, as I've said in the email to you yesterday, only care about themselves and what's in it for them. So if you can tweak this and turn it round to talk about your visitors and what they're going to be looking for, then you will get increases in the conversions. So when when a business owner is looking for a website, what you want to know is why they've decided to look for a website. What will make them make their decision about who to choose? What do they hold as a key deciding factor? So do they want to know that you've created websites before that that people have had success with? So that you've created websites that have converted for people. Do they want to know that it's well designed? Do they, the questions that they have going? If you can get into their head and find out what questions are going round in their head already when they're coming to your website, if you can get that information and put that on your website, you'll get some really great increases in conversions. Now, some ways of doing that are, when I send you this video, I'll send you my guide to conversion optimization. In that guide, there are some questions, some standard questions that you can start asking some of your previous customers. If you've probably got several previous customers that you can just fire these questions off to. You could create a survey with SurveyMonkey. You don't want to go crazy with the questions, because the more information you ask for from people, the less likely they are to fill it all in. So maybe 5-6 questions is enough, but you want to be asking them questions like that. Why, what they're looking for, what made them choose you, who else they chose, what nearly made them not choose you, what put them off you to a certain extent. If you can get answers to these questions, and you can put them on you can tailor your website to answer them questions, you'll get some really great increases. From that, you'll also get some great ideas of copy that you can put. You can tailor your words and the copy on your website to your customer's voice. So you can use the actual voice that they use on their website, or they use to describe their problems. Quite often when we're writing websites, or putting the copy on websites, it's coming, if it's your website, and the same with mine, it's coming from my opinion of what my customer wants, and it's in my voice. If I can find out the information of what my customers want and use their voice, their actual language on the site, it makes it a lot better experience for them, because they feel that somebody's talking their language, and you can get them really engaged in what you're saying and get some great increases. I go into more depth in that in my guide, so if you go through that, you'll be able to pull out some questions that you can send to your previous customers, and how you can go about doing all that. So I think that's something that you can try. Creative website ideas based on your ideas and thoughts. I'm wondering whether you can turn some of this copy around again to talk about the benefits. So what is the benefit of creative website ideas? You've got a bit of it at the bottom here. Creating websites from scratch based on your ideas and thoughts. So if you can turn that around so it's more focused on the customer, which you started to do there, that's quite good. We can meet tight deadlines for sites. That's quite good. Award-winning. I think it's good to have the award-winning on there. People want to know that you know what you're doing. It would be also be good to have customer testimonials on here from people that you've created websites for, and they've had a great. You've got some down here. I think you may find that you'll get, if you can introduce a testimonial higher up the page, generally that will help. You've got other sites that you design here, which is really good. Okay. What would you like more information on? One thing that I think is that you will probably, is definitely worth trying for you, and may work for your market. I've not tried it in your market though. Is that when people come to it, it's very difficult to sell people straight away from a website. And the average conversion rate online for sales is less than 2%, and that's because people have you've got to answer a lot of questions, a lot of concerns. People want to know a lot of stuff, and I don't know if people are what they're gonna do when they come to you. They're probably going to want to talk to you first to make sure you're the person that to design them their website, and if you can give them something to walk them through the process, if you can get them onto an email mailing list, you can then start to build a relationship with them, and you'll get a lot higher conversions by doing that, by building a relationship with people. And once you can do that, you can then start to show them that you are the person for the job, and you can draw it out over a longer period of time. There's a lot of people that quote that it takes 7 points of contact before people are comfortable with buying from you. Well, if that is true, and if you can get them onto an email list, then you can start getting them different points of contact. And some people say it's a lot more. So every extra point of contact you can get from people is they start to look at you as an authority, as sometimes as a friend or somebody that cares about them, their business, and their website. Then you will then be the only choice. Not everybody's going to be looking for a website that day. They may be just browsing. So if you can maybe try in this section here, test on a page, giving them a guide to creating a custom website, or a guide to creating a website for their business that gets them more sales, or something like that. Whatever it is that they're looking for, and again, that will come back from the survey, and you asking your customers what they actually want, then you'll be able to tailor that guide to what they're looking for. Ask them for their email address for that guide, and get them onto the mailing list. I think that you will do really well from you'll get a lot higher conversions by doing something like that. It works in the majority of markets. I've not tested it in every market, but it generally works very well. So that is another thing that I think is going to be worth your time doing. Down here with your form, as it is, you're asking people for more, what would you like more information on? If you've got people that are filling that in, the information that you've got from that, if you can go through that and find out the things that people are asking you time and time again, then if you can answer them questions in your page, and you may already be doing that, that will help you get increased conversions. You've got these seals here of Web Design Association, etc., Trustpilot, things like that. Generally, that works to build trust with people. Contact us for a free quote. Okay, you may want to mention that it's a no obligation free quote. You may want to, if you offer people any form of guarantee, what guarantees do you offer your customers? Quite often people don't mention any of that on their website, but if somebody, if you guarantee that you're going to, that your customer is going to be happy, otherwise you're going to refund them their money or something like that, then it's another, people will be more comfortable in contacting you. And that first contact is all about building people's trust with you and getting them comfortable enough to contact you. So let's just, so you've got videos, okay, flexible. Okay. How does Google work? Oh, that's good. You've got different videos. So you may find that putting a video here somewhere on the page, it works. The video gets quite high conversions in a lot of different markets. So you may find that making more of a feature of the videos is something that will that will help your conversions. You can talk about how you go about designing a website. You can introduce maybe the guide if you go down that route, if you want to test that. Portfolio, I think that you should have more customer testimonials up here. Something like that would help, but certainly get them into this page. I would try. See, you've got this. I don't know what these things are called, but an upside down triangle. That's the technical name as far as I'm concerned. These draw people down the page, which is probably why you've got that on there, but you've only got it on one image. When people come to the page, they quite often don't know that there's anything further down the page, so they draw people's attention down the page and can make them start scrolling. So I would try introducing them into the different sections. Wherever you've got a line break here, then I would put them in there to draw people's attention down the page, to show them that there's more information there, there's more they can find out about you. One other thing you may find is that people in this market want to talk to somebody. If they do, then you've not got your phone number prominently at the top of the site. So introducing that may help. You definitely get more phone calls from it, whether you actually want more phone calls or you want people to read your page because you don't have enough time to answer all of the phone calls. Then that's something that you'll have to look into yourself. But you've got your phone number down here. If you find that people generally do want to talk to somebody about their website, then having the phone number up here in a prominent position is going to entice them to call you more. It's not always about selling from the page or getting people filling a form straight away. It's providing the user with the way of contact that they are accustomed to, what they want to do. That will help if you can improve the user experience in every slightly in every different aspect. Then you will get a lot higher conversions. I just want to quickly have a look at your click-through rates of what you're saying on here. As I said before, you can tweak some of this. I mentioned in my email. Just looking at some of your competitors, there's not really many of them that they're all, if you notice, they're all talking about themselves. Web design agency, they have got affordable web design solutions. That's starting to talk to the customer potentially, but you might not want to target people that have a budget or that are down the lower end. You may look for people that want to spend a bit more, which is why they're looking for custom website design. So you can start introducing things in there that talk to your customers. Once you've got the information back from the survey, like I said before, you can start trying to tweak that into here. And as long as you don't, I'm not an SEO expert, but as long as you don't affect the keywords here, then you've probably got some room to change this slightly, and start. Then you can split test the click-through rates as well. You've got bespoke web development services. I'm just wondering if that's another keyword, in which case you're going to be limited to what you can actually do in here, but you have got some text that it's going to be difficult to get everything across, but you can tweak things slightly. You only need a slight tweak of your click-through rates, and you're getting another a 10% increase in your click-through rates is going to get another few people to your website. It's going to get another, and then you can increase your conversion rate a few percent. Then you're going to be getting more clients very soon. So it's not all about big jumps. It's about continuous improvement in a lot of different areas. that's where you get the big results when you're looking back over things. If you go down the route of continuous improvement, focusing on focusing on working on a different part of your website and your conversion rates, every month work on a different area, then and doing split tests. If you start doing that regularly, you will start, before you know it, you'll look back and you'll have come a long way. So I'll just have a quick look at this site just to see if there's anything that stands out here. Not really. Okay. There's nothing that really stands out from your competitors on the page. So if you can try and tweak what you're saying to tailor it for the customer, what you may benefit from, you're driving a lot of these search phrases to your home page. If you had separate landing pages for each search string, so if people are typing in, let's just check, yeah, so that's going straight to your home page. If you had stevesims.com/custom website designers, you could tailor that page to that keyword, and you could tailor your other page, or this one, to business website designers. You can tailor the other one to custom website designers. That way you wouldn't be as restricted in your meta descriptions here and your title tags, etc. And you can target each page to that keyword. I think that you'll probably get some better results by doing that, although you'll have to probably, to a certain extent, start again on them pages. But as you've got rankings for this page, it won't be so hard to build up rankings for a different page. But I don't know who does your SEO. You may want to talk to them about that. If you do it yourself, you'll know how to go about that. So hopefully you found this video useful. You've got there's several areas I've identified that you can work on. If you want any help with anything, then please get back to me and I'll help you where I can. I'll send you my guide to my guide to conversion optimization. If you go into that and find out the questions to survey your previous customers, you'll get back the information from them, and you'll get some great results from doing that. I'm positive. Okay, so I hope you found this useful, and thanks for your time. Cheers.